Gladys Goes It Alone, Chapter 4, Ghost Girl Reprise. Hello, this is Natasha, and I'm here with the 4th episode in our series. This episode is quite short but very sweet and has a cute new song, so keep listening. At the age of 10 years old, Gladys had feelings that were a little troubling in one so young. Sometimes she felt just like she was a ghost. People seemed to look right through her. Nobody noticed that she was the talented sister. Now she was 16, she was sitting at her desk, turning the pages of her old notebooks, and she found her first draft of her song, Ghost Girl. Always when I'm near you, you don't see me. I'm a ghost girl. See through? Sometimes when I hear you, you don't hear me. I'm a ghost girl. It's true. Often when I touch you, you don't feel me. I'm a ghost girl for you. The 16-year-old Gladys thought, so not that much has changed. She was still the one with the talent, and yet still nobody seemed able to see it. It's the way I look, she thought. I'm too ordinary. Then, perhaps it's my body language. I don't walk into the room like everybody should notice me. And standing in front of the mirror for a while, I need new clothes. I need new hair. I need a new face. I need a new personality. But apart from that, I don't need anything much. Simple. I'll be famous tomorrow. Ghost Girl had been a hit when the Chicks sung it. It irked her that they took the credit for that song, much more than it bothered her about Life is a Circus, which she had also penned for them. You see, Gladys wasn't just the author of the words to Ghost Girl. She felt them. She identified with them. She was Ghost Girl. So she decided to record it. After all, it was her song. She had a right. Her second time in the recording studio was even better than the first. She knew the routine. Tim looked through her words and music and changed a few notes and chords, things that even the producer and the big studio had not touched when her sisters had done it. Jenny stood over their shoulder and said, I remember this song. Did you really write it when you were just 10, Gladys? Yes, said Gladys, I did. Because I was the ghostwriter for the Chicks. They were singing about me, only they didn't really understand that. Tim and Jenny were taking her really seriously. She felt it, and it gave her confidence. She wasn't just any teenage wannabe. She had written a song that had made it into the charts. When she went behind the soundproof glass, stood behind the microphone, and put her headphones over her ears, she felt like a real pro. She opened her mouth and sang. Always when I'm near you, you don't see me. I'm a ghost girl, see through. Sometimes when I hear you, you don't hear me. I'm a ghost girl, it's true. Sounding great, said Tim. Jenny sang the harmonies again. Strictly speaking, Tim spent more time mixing the track than Gladys had paid him for. But he didn't mind because he loved the song so much, and he had a client that he thought was just a bit special. In fact, right then, Tim and Jenny were the only people who really believed in her. As she trundled back to Teddington on the train, the tune was playing in her head. Go she didn't have a manager, she had to book her own gigs. She looked through Time Out to see where the indie bands and singers were playing. They were in pubs and clubs mostly. She had followed her sisters to one or two of them as a child. Of course she had to stay away from the bar area. She remembered semi-dark rooms upstairs, peeling wallpaper, cables from the sound system trailing across the floor, bemused onlookers, and the lead singer trying to talk to the punters in a cool, offhand way, while the audience carried on with their own conversations and supped their drinks. Occasionally there would be one performer that would set the place alight and get everyone on their feet dancing. She had to be that act. She spent an afternoon on her phone ringing venues. It was hard work getting hold of the right person, waiting for them to get back to her and then pitching herself to them. I'm a singer-songwriter, just getting started. I would like to play at the XYZ Club. Do you have any evenings coming up? The responses weren't full of encouragement. Sorry, love, we're fully booked for the next 6 months. Or, where have you played before? Or, how many likes have you got on your Facebook page? I could send you some of my songs, she would say. Usually, they didn't seem that bothered about her music. They were mostly interested in filling their venue with fans. A 16-year-old girl who had never played anywhere before and had 6 likes on Facebook was not obviously going to be good for business. If only I knew someone who could help, thought Gladys. The frustrating thing was that she did actually know quite a few people who could help if they wanted to. Some of them were her own family, but weren't so inclined, and that was the problem. The closer they were to her, the more they thought she should be sticking with school. She went out for a walk along the riverbank. She watched a barge go through the lock. Then something clicked in her mind. Hadn't she read somewhere that the lead singer of the Throbinsons had invested in a club in a trendy part of East London? It was a place that was showcasing new acts. She knew the Throbinsons. They had played many of the same venues as the Chicks. Surely he would remember her. His name was Mickey. They were even friends on Facebook. Yeah, she thought, this will work. Hi, Mickey. She tapped into the Messenger app on her phone. Remember me? I'm the little sister of the Chicks. Not so little now. I'm starting my own career in the music biz. Any chance I could do a gig at your club? That would be great, came back the reply, just 5 minutes later. How about next Friday? We've got just 1 slot to fill. Sure, we'd love to, replied Gladys. She added an emoticon of a pretty fox with its tail high. Wowsy, she thought. It's so hard to get anywhere. And then, when you know someone, even a little bit, it's that easy.
Miss Music Maker, Heartbreaker, Tambourine Shaker, take it to the top and please don't stop.
It's one thing to be a singer with a gig, but it's another to have some backing musicians. Still, Gladys wasn't the sort of girl to let a little thing like that stop her when she was on a roll. Surely Tim at the recording studio would know 1 or 2 people who could hold some drumsticks or a plectrum. Well, I could bring my keyboards, he said over the phone. Jenny could do backing vocals. I think we could just synth the drums this time around. Yes, now we're rolling, thought Gladys excitedly. She started sending out invites to all her friends via WhatsApp, Facebook and good old email. And that was the 4th story in our series, Gladys Goes It Alone. We really hope you like Gladys's song, Ghost Girl. It's got a lovely feel, don't you think? If you want to download Ghost Girl for keeps on your phone or your iPad or your computer, you can buy her album In Real Life from iTunes. If you do that, you'll be supporting StoryNori.com. And did you know you can buy Gladys merchandise from Zazzle.com, including Gladys t-shirts, Gladys cosmetic bags, Gladys rucksacks, Gladys stickers, and a whole load more very fashionable Gladys items. I know I'll be getting a t-shirt. Just follow the link from StoryNori.com.